Hey everybody, Rich Manning here, assistant coach for the Northwestern women's soccer team and host for the Whiskers podcast, which gives you a behind the scenes look of our women's soccer program. We have a very cool California Girls episode this week, and myself and co-host Brooke Miller will be chatting with some of our California players. We have Charis Toney from Northern California and 3 SoCal girls, GG Grust, Presley Nevadomsky, and Maddie Finnerty. Sorry, Maddie. Another one of our California players, Kira Wagner, missed because of her treatment. She's coming back from an injury, so we'll catch up with her at some other time. But we invite you to listen in, find out more about the Cats, and you can follow Northwestern Women's Soccer on our Instagram and Twitter pages, which are just NUW Soccer. And let's listen in. It's going to be a great episode. Thanks. Hey everybody, this is Whiskers, episode 7, the California Girls.
Cali Girls. We're back with your host,
Richard.
And co-host, Brooke. And today we're going to be talking about some things that only Cali Girls have a unique perspective on. So let's get into it. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves / give a quick origin story of how you got to Northwestern, where you're from in California? Because, Charis, you can start because you said that California is very different depending on where you live, like completely different places.
Yeah. I'm Charis. I'm from Northern California, specifically Silicon Valley and Mountain View. And how I got here, well, it was COVID when I was getting recruited. So I feel like I didn't know that much about the Midwest, but I visited and there was no one on campus, but I fell in love with the campus. And then I was just like, you know what? This seems like the place for me, and kind of that led to... And
then everybody got here and you're like, wait, never mind. I'm not what I thought I was going to be.
And you're finishing your second year?
Yes.
And what are you studying right now, or what are you interested in studying?
I'm majoring in econ.
Bring it.
Bring it
on. Hey guys, my name is GG. I am from San Diego, mainly like Del Mar area. I am majoring in communications with a minor in entrepreneurship and business, and I am a junior. So my dad is from Chicago, so I kind of grew up coming over this area. My grandma still lives here, like in Rogers Park, which is around like 15 minutes away from here. And then my mom's from Michigan, so Midwest parents. But I grew up coming around here, and so my dad kind of showed me Northwestern at a young age, and I kind of fell in love with like the campus, the location, and then growing up kind of learning about the academics, and then also Big Ten sports. So that combination of them both kind of made me fall in love with it, and yeah. So
yay! Shout out Midwest.
Tiny microphone pass right there.
I'm Presley. I'm from Arcadia, California, which is Southern California. It's like an hour from Los Angeles.
Near the Rose Bowl?
Near the Rose Bowl. I'm a freshman and I'm studying data science. And my journey is a little bit different. I'm a walk-on, so I had chosen to come here for the academics by itself and then happened to walk on. So also I never visited the campus when I hit Northwestern. So
she just crossed her fingers.
I just saw the lake and I was like, yep, that looks good to me.
Took the big jump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi, my name's Maddie. I'm from San Clemente, California, which is in between Los Angeles and San Diego, like right in the middle. And it's by the beach. Important to know.
Thanks, Maddie.
Beach town. Yes. I'm a freshman. I'm majoring. I was bio earlier this year, but things have changed. Chemistry changed me. Now I'm an econ major, I think. Undecided / econ.
Cool.
And then for me, I didn't even know Northwestern was a school until the beginning of my senior year. I literally had no idea. But I was like injured throughout my sophomore, junior year, so my recruitment process was late, but I committed here in February of last year. Which is so interesting. It hasn't even been a year.
Oh my
since it
gosh.
ended. Isn't that weird?
Your anniversary.
Almost
so.
anniversary.
We should throw a party.
So, Rich, you're from California, right?
I'm from Los Angeles
Okay.
and grew up there, and actually went to school at Santa Clara. So I've done the SoCal and the NorCal.
Which people say is completely different.
Yes.
But it's funny, Maddie, that you say
Facts.
that you live by the beach, which is very important because I kind of assume that everybody in California has a beach to their access. So that'll kind of take us into this next question, which is what's real about California versus the California myths. Because like when I think, I'm from Chicago area and the suburbs of Chicago. So whenever I think about California, I'm like, it's great. They get to go to the beach every day. Like it's a walk on, but I have no idea where everything is in California.
Yeah.
So tell us about the myths.
Yeah, what do people say when they find out you're from California? What do they say on campus here that are funny, or you're like, oh no way, that's not even?
Yeah, I think everyone assumes that the beach is really close. For me, it's probably like an hour and a half. So I personally don't go to the beach very often, but I do love it, but I don't go very often.
For me,
Where do you go when you go?
Huntington Beach, usually, which is like an hour away.
We love Huntington.
so I live like probably 10 minutes from the beach. So I do go on a lot of beach walks with my family. I do spend a lot of time on the 101, which is like the coast. Like there's like Del Mar, Encinitas, Carlsbad, Oceanside. It's all along the beach. Those are all kind of like beach towns.
Heaven.
Yeah, really, and really great food over there. But I think one thing people always ask me, like when I say, oh yeah, I'm from San Diego, they're like, oh, do you surf? And I've tried surfing. I'm really bad at surfing. Had a very traumatizing experience.
Oh no.
But I may pick it up when I, eventually. But
What's the experience? Can you give a quick rundown?
Yes. Well, basically for my friend's birthday, she wanted me to go surfing with her, and she's a really good surfer. And so long story short, it took me a while to get past the, whitewash, and then finally got out there, and she took a wave in. And I was just, floating out there by myself, kind of scary, just in the middle of the ocean.
I'm getting scared hearing this.
Oh my God. And then I see something in the water, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't happening. I'm gonna die right here. I obviously ended up dying, but it was a dolphin. But at that moment in time, I was really scared.
Yeah.
But also along on that trip, I got tumbled by a wave, and I felt like I was drowning most of the time I was in the water.
Wow, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to her, though.
Yeah, I told her I got a wave in, and I stood up on the board, but I didn't.
Oh my God, she's gonna. I hope she hears this podcast.
I lied.
What's her name?
Her name's Carly. She plays on Santa Clara.
Carly.
Yeah.
Carly. Confessions right here.
Happy birthday. But yeah, that was my story. Anyways.
Thank you, Gigi.
Charis, have you heard anything people say on campus to you?
I think I have two. One, they assume I go to the beach all the time, which is since I'm from Northern California, the beach looks a lot different than the beach in Southern California. It's a lot more gloomy. It gets way less sun, so because it's usually near the bay, so there's more fog and everything. And then also it's just not swimmable all the time.
Wow.
I feel unless you are a trained surfer, Gigi was talking about, no one is just going in the water because the Pacific Ocean is cold. It is really cold,
So
and the
cold.
Up
waves
there it is.
are humongous. So
Yeah.
you will definitely be humbled by a wave. And the second one, I think
You will.
you will at some point. And the second one is they assume I haven't seen snow before, but I mean, you can kind of get a little bit of everything. At least for me, I know I can get the woods, and then I can get the beach, and I can get the snow from Lake Tahoe. It's a lot of Northern California. And just people everywhere. I feel go to Northern California. I mean to Lake Tahoe. It's a big place, and then I just drive 3 hours there. And usually every summer every summer and winter I go to Lake Tahoe for skiing and stuff.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I guess I also never assumed that people have seen snow. But Maddie, it was your first time seeing snow this winter, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh my gosh, Sarah's in action right now. Okay, Presley and Kira. No, Kira has.
No, I
Maddie, have you heard anything funny on campus? People asking you?
I do. Well, again, the surfing thing is huge. Anytime I see anyone, and I'm like, oh, I'm California, like, oh my gosh, you must surf, like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
But you
And
do surf,
I do
right?
surf. But I'm not like, when you think of surf, you think of like the short board, like little like
Yeah,
rip it. Yeah, I'm like
Fun.
long board. I do like hard top, but I do like
Okay.
long, slow waves at like Doho and Sand.
Yeah,
I don't like
talking about.
do little like I don't do tricks and stuff.
See, I don't know anything about like I don't know any of the vocabulary. Like, did you said whitewash earlier? I have no idea what that
No,
means.
Yeah, it's like
different boards. Like for beginners, you do like the Costco.
the
big-
Costco wave storm. Yeah.
Wave storm. It's like a big foam board.
Yeah.
And it's just they're humongous. So it's just like they're big.
It basically like surfs for you.
Yes.
Like those waves, waves are really easy to catch. You know, the big Costco
Yeah.
foam boards.
Okay, good to know if I ever try and surf.
Yeah.
Go to Costco.
So when you came here and you saw that the closest beach is, it is right outside of our
right here,
dorms,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
nice, but it's
We can
definitely
breathe
not-
on it from here.
You can, but it's definitely not a California beach. Even though Charis said they're gloomy, they're nothing compared to gloomy here. Nothing compared to gloomy here. Have you, or what did you think that it would actually be like here versus what it's actually like before you came to like
beach-wise,
Chicago,
you mean?
Northwestern? No, just like
Oh, and anything. Okay, well, first of all, I feel like calling that a beach is like kind of a stretch. I feel
Wow,
like
it's our closest thing.
No, I feel like people are always like, "Oh, you have a beach," or it's like a beach school. Like that is so not a beach. There's no waves. I mean, like Lake Michigan's cool, but like
So you
So
you
different.
associate waves with beach.
yeah, it's like waves, and like that's just like it's like a cutout almost of sand. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a
Yeah.
full like beach. There's no like I don't know, no like whole coastline and stuff.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: we are a beach school. Please disregard anything that I just said. Good, Presley.
Okay, I also actually have the opposite view because I didn't go to the beach a lot. It does feel like a beach. 'Cause I would go like maybe twice a year. Like it was something crazy like that. So it does feel like a beach school to me.
Thank
So,
you.
Yeah.
Well, I think the water here is a lot warmer. Like
Yeah.
in the summer, it's actually like really nice and refreshing to come like go in the water here. It is still at home, but it's a little bit colder. And also, the one thing I do like about the lake is there's no seaweed, and there's a lot of seaweed on the beaches in San Diego. So, and you never really know. It kind of feels like there's always animals touching your feet. So, yeah.
Are there any dolphins in Lake Michigan here?
So there aren't any
Have you seen any?
dolphins. Yeah, I haven't really seen any dolphins over here. But yeah, honestly, it's kind of safer in a way. The lake, there's less like creatures that can just come up on you.
You feel safer for sure.
Yeah, safer.
Yeah.
Well, when you guys, Charis, when you came here, what were your impressions of Northwestern? The only time you had been here, it was empty
Mhm.
on your tour. So when you got here, what were your expectations and how was it different?
I didn't have very many expectations. Just I knew that there was a lake on the school based off the photos, kind of like Maddie and Presley saw that there was a lake. But when I actually, I wasn't expecting the beach. I didn't hear that it was like a beach school before. So that was honestly like a really pleasant surprise, being able to see like the beach, especially seeing how close it was to like everything. Like you're literally like right on it. And then also, since I feel like I came in a good time in summer, I was like, oh, the weather's like so beautiful, and there's like flowers and everything, and the
She was
trees,
tricked. That was a trick.
and the trees like
They were
line
beautiful.
Sheridan. But like based off like the vibes of everything here felt good, and I feel like the architecture too was one thing that stood out to me.
Yeah.
It was a lot different than like most UCs, or even like I was thinking like an Ivy League, and it's like a kind of mix in between, but the modern of like all the windows and like Walter and stuff, so it was really pretty.
Yeah, and I think also like another disclaimer: the summer in Evanston is really nice, and I'm a
And
Midwest
fall.
girl, obviously, and fall too. So I think I'm biased when I say that I think Midwest summers are very nice because they're like super hot here. Maybe not like relaxingly hot, sometimes a little bit too hot, especially when you come to preseason. But I personally do like that. But have you guys ever experienced winter before coming here? And we'll get a little bit into the winter side of things because you just kind of talked about that, Charis.
Well, when I was really young, I came here in like the winter, but I didn't really remember it. But before actually coming here, I went to an ID camp here in January of my junior year of high school, and that is when like it was a really bad winter. And I remember being like, oh my gosh. I remember being like in shorts coming out of the facility here, and like the wind is in your face, and I was like, it's okay, like, it's a really good school. It's like, great facilities, like, I'm gonna be fine. And so that was and then I went to the airport, so I like experienced it for like a couple days, not like a whole like quarter.
Yeah. Well, we should specify the ID clinic was inside, right?
Yes, the ID.
So you weren't outside freezing.
No.
It was before and after.
Yes, it was before. Yes, the ID clinic was inside in our facility, which is really nice. But like leaving it was the hard part. Yeah. So, anyone else?
I think we can talk about this part. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. It was like 30 degrees, and we looked at the weather for the next 2 weeks, and it said negatives.
Oh my god.
And we were like, what? Like, how is that possible? Like, I was already freezing. I was like, no way it can get like 40 degrees colder.
Yes.
And it did. And
we survived.
It was bad.
It was bad, but we're here and it's a little bit warmer.
What were some helpful hints to survive that?
Stay inside. As much as you can.
You need like multiple layers. Like if you think you have enough layers, just add like 2 more and then you'll be okay. Maybe you'll be okay then.
Layer up.
Tip also though for classes, wear like a tank top or a shirt under. Like don't just wear because it gets so hot in the like classrooms.
They like try to get you more up, but I'm like wait,
I'm like
layers
taking off
on.
layers. So that's definitely a tip.
Yes, for sure. And gloves. Gloves are really important.
Yes.
Your hands. Literally, I've never experienced like trying to like take out my phone to like call my mom or something, and my hand is like turning red and like
call her mom.
throbbing. I'm like, I just need to call my mom.
This sounded absolutely horrible. Okay, to be fair, it was very, very cold last
That was
week.
unusual.
Yeah.
Rough was rough.
No, last week.
Yeah, it
definitely.
was rough.
Like
So-
Gigi, this is your third year, right?
Yeah,
so
this
that
is
was about as cold as it's been.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like my freshman year we got a lot of snow, but it never hit like negatives. I feel like it just hit like 6 degrees, and I was like, okay, this is cold. But last week it was like you couldn't go outside that cold. And I guess like you can see the upside. You can just like watch more movies and stuff.
Try to like promote.
Get your work done.
Chocolate. But yeah, last year was definitely more a mild winter, so I was like, oh my gosh, I could so do this. And then coming back this year, I was like, wow, it's cold. So
Yeah. So we heard of Maddie's and Presley's advice. What would your advice be?
oh, my advice.
Yeah, for people that like maybe haven't done winter before if they come here.
I think to invest in a really good like jacket. So because I think that like if you don't have a really like insulated good jacket, you're just gonna be freezing. Because like you can do a bunch of layers, but then there's a hassle of taking a bunch off, which can get annoying. Also like a good pair of socks, because I feel like my toes always gets cold like walking from class to class. And then I would second the gloves, because my hands are like your hands are, you don't really realize how cold your hands can get, but they can
gloves.
yeah.
Weird.
Have any of you done like the outdoor skating rinks yet over the years, Gigi or Charis?
Here?
Yeah, like over the winter, how they have. There's one in
Millennium.
north side Chicago.
The ribbon. Maggie Daly.
No, I haven't, but I've always wanted to, but
It's
I
fun.
always go home before.
Not yet.
We gotta go.
I went
Not
to
yet.
Not yet, but I went to the Chris Kindle Market, and
Yeah.
that was real. I love it. I love the holidays.
And holidays are better with snow.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
it is really good.
There you go.
But then it feels like when it's snowing and the holidays have passed, it feels like there's something missing. Like, I'm like, it should be sunny now.
Yeah, just be sunny.
That was nice.
Yeah. But the fall here is my favorite season.
Okay. Fall is nice. It's sometimes nice to have, you guys might have changing seasons, I don't really know, but
Not as
No.
drastic
Okay.
as
Yeah.
fall
It's
here
nice
is
to
like
have
actually
changing
gorgeous.
seasons.
Not really.
It's really pretty here.
Karis, do you have any advice for people?
I would second like all the little winter
Yeah.
accessories. I feel like I didn't really think about that before. Like needing gloves, like, and even like scarf. And I used to think like earmuffs look so stupid. I was like, what are people doing? I thought it was just kind of like more of like a
Love your
cute
muffs.
accessory.
Shout out your muffs. Love your
But
muffs.
your like my toes, my ears, my fingers are all the things like that get cold the fastest. So I feel like it's important.
We will be selling Whiskers branded earmuffs.
Merch. All right,
Look on
so
your website. Look on the website.
after you look in the website for our merch, come back here we're gonna do the lightning round questions.
Oh, this is big. Lightning round.
This is big. So I'm gonna ask you guys these
Pressure is
questions.
on.
I'm gonna ask you guys these questions, and you're gonna quick, no thinking, like say what comes to mind first.
Okay.
Shout out Norca in Holland, but they had trouble with going quick. They were
Also,
like, oh,
we're gonna make sure that
I didn't
we
think about it.
don't drag out the lightning
Yes,
round.
that's my bad.
Yes, we have to go fast.
I love to ask follow-ups, but I'm just gonna ask you one question. You answer
Yes.
it. I was gonna answer it. Move on to the next.
Okay,
Just like one
Yeah.
word answers.
Yep, like one word.
kinda
Like
nervous.
you don't have to give a super big explanation. Just boom, what comes to mind? Boom.
Okay.
All right, lightning round. What do you miss the most about California?
The food.
Food.
Weather.
The beach.
All right, favorite winter activity.
Snowman making.
Snowman kid.
Movies inside.
Baking.
Also movies.
Movies are an all-year-round activity.
But especially in the winter. I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Okay.
Christmas movie.
Favorite winter food / drink. Can be either.
Oh, chicken noodle soup.
All right, move on.
Cocoa.
You said food. Hot cocoa.
I like candy canes a lot. So candy canes.
Oh my gosh,
That's-
that's peculiar.
Hot take.
You don't
That's a hot take.
Hot take.
Okay, favorite month in Evanston and why? I know
Wait,
you
say it
just said
again?
fall, but favorite month in Evanston and why?
Ooh, I really liked. Oh, I can't remember the months. What's the one? July, August.
Okay.
Sorry.
October.
Oh, October.
September.
September. That's a fun one. What has been your least favorite / favorite thing about this winter so far? Did we get into that?
Least
Like-
favorite?
Like
our
big
favorite
weather,
and
like temperature,
the least
like
favorite
ice
is the weather.
slipping.
The black ice. Last week's black ice was
It
crazy.
got my shoes so dirty. And also, I was like, so only one of my shoes is dirty now.
Okay, dirty shoes, nice.
Yeah.
Where did you say that to?
Yeah, just the weather.
Okay, if you were a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you be? Quick.
Jersey Mike's number 7.
Oh my god.
PB&J.
This is based off personality, so this is crazy. You
A lox bagel sandwich.
Ooh, that would be GG.
A breakfast sandwich. I think that eggs and cheese.
Hogwarts house from Harry Potter.
Oh, I never watched that. I don't know.
Oh my, move on.
Slytherin.
Yeah,
Slytherin.
that's
what's
scary,
what's
Presley.
one?
Gryffindor?
Hufflepuff and Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. I don't know.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. Okay, Slytherin is scary. What animal would you be in another life?
Panda.
Sloth.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
You can also be a sloth.
Oh, okay.
This one?
What?
I love sloth.
It's crazy that we don't get explanations on any of these, so we just have to move on.
Well, we can-
just have to move on from Panda. Like, that is
That's
Okay, fine.
She
Quick-
answered it
Quick
fast.
explanation of why
I
Panda.
don't know. Panda's big, cuddly, awesome. Everyone loves him. Like,
Alright,
That's what I wanna be like.
everyone loves
And
Maddie.
why sloth?
oh no. Yes, I'm confused.
Why
Why
sloth?
sloth for the panda?
What's that movie?
Kung Fu.
Zootopia.
No,
Zootopia.
Zootopia. And they do things really slowly. Like sometimes I just feel like, I'm just moving at that pace sometimes,
Sometimes it's fun to be lazy.
Yeah, and lazy. It's just
Yeah.
like you just want to lay in your bed and then.
Now I
They're
know
going
you two are
tree.
never lazy, so.
I know that, but like.
Because this is crazy coming from Gigi. Because
Yeah, these guys are.
That's
go,
true.
go, go.
That's okay, but also they're kind of cute. They like just like hang there, and like baby sloth
Baby sloth.
are so cute.
Yes.
Alright, baby sloths. What's your other calling besides soccer? Don't say a sport. Like, what's your other
Starting
calling?
my own snack brand.
Ooh, I think we need to
Does
plug
it,
on
does it
that.
have a name?
Oh, I don't know. Don't go.
And I haven't came up with a name yet, but
No pass. Lightning round.
Animals, like helping them.
Animals. Okay, thank you.
Specifically sloths.
Other calling, can I say what else I like?
Yeah, just like, what would you be in life? Like,
Like, that's even harder. Quick, go to Charis.
cares?
A foodie.
Like,
Oh,
You already
Okay.
are a
Food
foodie.
critic?
I mean, just like
Ultimate
that's
foodie.
Or just,
that's
like,
what I
vlog
do.
about what
That's
you
all I
eat.
do.
Okay. Yeah,
That's a good one.
makes sense.
Oh no.
You got it.
So what you like?
Okay, I love listening to music and I love rap music.
Oh my gosh, that was
She
the first thing she
producer.
told me one time. And she told me she
Producer.
was rooming with me. That was really funny.
Like I listen to Biggie and Tupac. And
She knows every
Eminem.
single Eminem song, every single word to every single Eminem
Crazy
song.
coming
She
from
will
me. She's
rap
like,
it on more
Quiet, like just like cute, and then she's like coming out and rapping.
Eminem's your favorite.
Her other calling is
Shout out
Eminem.
Detroit.
And then, what other sports do you think you'd be great at?
I played rugby all throughout high school.
Oh
my gosh,
fun
Maddie.
fact.
Yes.
I played baseball growing up and softball in high school.
Wow.
I played competitive volleyball.
Oh,
Yeah.
competitive.
So
Probably softball, but if I was tall, volleyball.
Okay. Yeah, nice. And then if you had to eat a 10-pound sandwich in 5 minutes, who on the team would you choose to do it with you?
Easily CJ. Easily.
Emma.
Oh, that's good too.
It would be probably Emma.
For sure, Emma.
All right, Emma. Shout out Emma.
Shout out CJ and Emma.
She's gonna take this such the wrong way. I was about to be like,
said that.
I was about to be like, good 10-pound sandwich. It's a compliment, Emma. We love you. We love you.
Okay, I'll add a couple. What is your favorite Evanston eating establishment?
Ooh. I love a good Collectivo iced matcha with vanilla. Very good.
Pass.
Okay.
She's on it.
Backlot, their oatmeal cookie lattes are really good, and they also have pretty good breakfast foods. They have a good lox
The Monty.
bagel.
The lots of
It's
bagel.
so good.
And they have good sandwiches.
She
so
likes
I
lox.
recommend.
She is
Shout out
lox.
Collectivo and Backlot. Contact Maddie and GG for NIL opportunities.
please.
Yo.
Please. I love Collectivo.
5 and Dime has a pretty good burger.
Pretty good.
There. It's like the best burger I've had here. So.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Presley, any place, just any place.
Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hey.
Presley said thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
very controversial.
that's
I
Yeah.
know, but I actually really
Yeah.
liked it.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Love
Rich?
it. Favorite place on campus to study other than the 3rd floor here?
The 3rd floor is not even anywhere close to my favorite place to study, so
So you have to go there.
I like Collectivo for studying. It's nice, and I get my matcha. So
The garage.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
really
that's a new one. Where do you
Yeah.
study there?
Where?
Yeah, like where there? Does it just have? It has lounges for you to.
Yeah, there's like, yeah.
It's like the entrepreneurship like section,
Yeah.
and they have just like a really cool area. There's like pods you can study in. You can get your own coffee, make your own coffee there.
And hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Really?
Yeah,
Where is this?
It's so
It's
like
right
it's
at the
back on the 3rd level.
Yeah.
It says the garage, so you
Yeah.
can just like
Oh
go
my
to
God,
the
wait.
elevator.
It's a really good spot.
But
Under the radar.
yeah. it's-
So any student can go there.
yeah.
Oh,
It's usually kind of crowded sometimes, but like if you get there at a decent time and
Yeah.
claim your spot, you'll
Shout
be-
out garage. I go
Shout
by
out
there every day. I
Garage.
had no idea you could study there. I thought it was like projects for like a certain.
It is.
There-
always.
there-
both.
There's like there have like different groups that kind of like invent stuff in there too, and they have them.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
yeah.
All right.
Karis.
I am probably Maine, but then if you go up to the 2nd floor, and then if you go to the north tower, and you go all the way down, there's like a bunch of windows, and it's really pretty.
No, I don't think I've
You can
ever been
kinda,
there.
I love it.
To that part.
Okay, I have
I've been
one
in.
more question. What's the strangest thing or the most memorable thing someone back home told you when you said, "I'm going to Northwestern"?
everyone just said it's a really good school, like really academic. So I think they're a little confused on why I was going. How did I end up
And
there?
that tells you a little bit about Maddie. And
I was deciding between this and Chicago. So they were happy that I didn't choose Chicago because that's where the school where fun goes to die.
no offense, you Chicago.
Wait, is
Oh,
that
yeah.
what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah, that's what
School
an
where fun
ignorant
goes to die.
Californian
Oh my
said. Friend of Presley's.
I think it was my dad. He was just like really happy because I was going kind of where he grew up, so he was just happy that he's gonna be able to come and visit that.
And
as well.
clearly he knew where Northwestern was.
Oh, he obviously knew where Northwestern was, and it's a great school, so he was really happy.
My most memorable one was from my coach, and she said, "Don't like have your hair freeze off."
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Awesome.
Aaron?
And that's when Karis
One of
knew.
their past players came here a long time ago, and her hair broke off when it froze.
Yes, that can happen.
Wait, is this Aaron Montoya?
Yes, Aaron and Albertine.
Aaron and Albertine. Shame on you guys.
Shame
But we love
on
you. We love Karis.
All right.
I think to finish up, we need to get a guest appearance by our new team mascot.
Team mascot, call Poe.
Can we do that?
Poe, you haven't shook Poe to the podcast?
We
Well-
haven't had a podcast since Poe has been.
No, we have.
Oh,
We have.
He's trapped.
oh, come in here.
Come on, Poe.
Say something. And that's Poe.
Show him the camera.
Can they
That's
see
what I
him?
was saying.
Can they see him?
Can you
Hi, Poe.
There he is.
Hi. This is our team
He
dog
likes to eat the
and Poe's mom, Morgan, over here.
Yeah.
One of our coaches. Very popular on the team, as you can tell.
He gets no attention ever. He's very deprived.
Oh, little baby.
Aw, little
Feel so
Paul.
bad.
Really wants the mic.
Okay,
Probably
Brooke, so
somebody.
are we wrapping up?
We're wrapping up.
We want to thank everybody for coming.
Thank you, Cali girls.
And shout out to Kira, she had treatment, so
Shout out, Kira.
our other Californian will be on another time.
Yes. And
Thank you,
thanks everyone
Whiskers.
for coming to Whiskers.
Yes.
Very well done.
Whiskers out.
Bye, everybody. Ciao.
Ciao.
Yay!
Cool.
Oh, it didn't fall down. Yay.
Good job, team. That was fun.